I appreciated the conversation with President Obama, and we spoke about both
the New York Post headline is that he's not endorsing it.
Yeah, well, the New York Post has a lot of fun with their headlines, to put it lightly. It was a conversation where we were speaking about the importance of hope in politics, the delivery of that kind of an agenda, and I also shared with him that the remarks that I had shared outside of a mosque in the Bronx not too long ago was inspired in part by his remarks on race of a more perfect union many years ago. And I think there is often a tendency in our politics to think solely in a 24-hour news cycle, and the need to sometimes step back and speak to the soul of a city and not just the cycle of that city.
President Trump said today that, well, one, he didn't mention Zohran Mamdani's name this morning during that breakfast, which I thought was notable in front of the cameras. He's talked about him a lot, obviously. Later in Miami, he did reference him, and he said he believes this sets up a choice for Americans between common sense and communism. What do you say to that?
Well, look, Trump lies all the time. So he calls anybody who disagrees, I guess he calls me a communist. Zohran Mamdani is not a communist. Maybe Trump might want to read a book or two.
He did quote Eugene Debs in the beginning of his speech last night.
Who was, as I hope you know,
a socialist.
One of the great socialist leaders in our country, one of the great unsung heroes of American history, man who spent his life fighting for working people and opposing unjust wars. Right? He was not a communist. He was a democratic socialist. So maybe Mr. Trump might want to study up, read a book or two, I don't know if he reads books, and learn a little bit about what democratic socialism is about.
He's just a vile creature, the worst thing on the face of the earth. But anyway.
You think he's the worst thing on the face of the earth?
I do, yeah, I do.
Why is that?
Because he's the President of the United States and he does not honor the Constitution of the United States.